What's going on, everyone? Brandon 4.9 here. Today we are doing some autocross. This is my first time at a wet autocross. It's been raining all morning. But this is the last event of 2020. This event is hosted by SASCA, San Antonio Sports Car Association, here at River City Community Church. I think that's what it's called. But it's a good spot. Parking lot is slippery, especially today because it's all wet. But it should make for a fun time. I'm working first heat, running second, so third heat I can go home, which is quite nice. Right now it's very cold. It's like 40 something degrees, so working the first heat is going to be kind of miserable for me, but hopefully I'll be able to get all 5 runs, and we'll go from there. I'm looking forward to playing around with my new to me tires. A good friend of mine gave me his old Bridgestone Potenza RE71s, which is a race tire essentially. It's a 200 tread wear, directional. It's a very grippy, hard sidewall, and I'm so excited to finally try it. Where we're going to be running my 2016 Scion IM. It's got DC Sports front and rear strut tower braces, Koenig tandem wheels, 17x8, still running the factory size tires, 225s. Has a pedal commander and an AEM short ram intake, so pretty much stock suspension, brakes, all that stuff, but that will be changed eventually to coilovers and possibly the big brake kit that they sell for the TC. But anyway, let's go work this heat and jump into the first run. All right, everyone. Well, I just did my first run. The first run at autocross is usually a warm-up lap, just to get a feel for the track, get a feel for the car, make sure everything's good. First lap out, I was kind of pushing it, not quite. There were definitely some areas that I could improve on, but I ran a 59, which is pretty, I feel like that's a good time, considering the fastest time at this track is a 52. So I feel like that was a pretty decent time. The race tires helped out tremendously. There were so many areas that I knew I would push if I had my street tires on, but this car just stuck. It was very, very impressive. So second heat, they're only doing 4 heats, unfortunately. They were gonna do 5, and there were so many errors the first run with people going off course, and they had to stop runs a couple times. They had to knock it down to 4 runs a car. But overall, you know, that's what you get at autocross. You never know what's gonna happen. But yeah, 59, first lap with a passenger, so I'm gonna go no passenger for the next 3 laps, and or next 3 runs rather, and hopefully I'll get some good footage for you guys, because a car is definitely handling a whole lot better. You know, you gotta start somewhere, and tires definitely I should have done a long time ago. Alright, so this second run, I'm gonna stick with traction control on, see how that does. It didn't feel like it was slowing the car down, but it was definitely engaging. I don't know if I'm lifting up the rear tire when I'm going into a corner. I don't know if that's setting the light on, engaging it, I don't know. But see how it does with just me in it. And the course is definitely drying up. There are a couple spots where there's some water, but for the most part it looks like it's drying up. And if it's not all the way dry, it's still a little slick. But as the cars go over the track, they're laying rubber and getting some heat in there, so it'll help dry it faster, and obviously when they put rubber down, it makes it stickier. Oh wow, I don't know if y'all can see it in the distance, GT Lusso Ferrari. That's pretty neat. Just taking his Saturday morning cruise. But TCS definitely engaged in a couple turns there, so I think I'm going to turn it off. 5th place in novice, not bad, not bad. Some boy, is it amazing what tires can do. Holy cow. Alright, so getting ready for the 3rd heat. I knocked down the tire pressure just a little bit in the front and the rear. The front I went to 34. In the rears I went to I believe it was 32. The tire pressures did creep up a little bit, so knocked them down and running no TCS this time. There. Whoa, 57.1. Second place, let's go! Yeah! Woo! Alright, so the top novice time is a 56.5 and I'm at a 57.1, so I'm 0.6 off. I really want to win novice. I really want to win novice. But, oh, it's sprinkling. we'll see. There's a couple areas that I definitely need to work on. One of them is the sharp right at the very back of the course. I keep pushing going through there. I'm driving too hard, or I keep hitting a water spot, and it's just making my car not stick. And then towards the end there in that last run, it was getting kind of sloppy. It shook me around. I kind of had to gather myself back up to get back going. But yeah, for anyone that is debating on getting into autocross, I highly recommend it, because not only can you push yourself, but you can push your car to the point where you know its limits. And if something were to happen, you know, on the street and your car gets aggravated, you can fix it, because you have the muscle memory, you have the experience of what that was like. And now that I have proper tires, I know what this car will do. And it's just so much fun. Again, if you're looking into autocross or wanting to try it out, I highly recommend it. I mean, you see everything out here. I'm racing a Scion, there's a Malibu, there's Miata, anything from Corvettes to little Hondas, everything else in between.
Brand new car.
hit a cone, but I ran a faster time, 57:10, but that's gonna add a second because I hit a cone. Well, that sucks, but still fun nonetheless.